Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Esper Reanimator in Timeless format. So, last time I checked out the Vampire deck, I was actually fairly impressed with Saint Elenda. So I wanted to see how it fares in an Esper Reanimator deck. Because it does seem like Elenda just does get the job done, and it's a lot safer than playing out the Aatroxa, because sometimes Aatroxa is just not enough because it's just a singular body. For example, Static Prison comes down and then you're just dead on board. Compared to that, Saint Elenda, on the other hand, makes an army when it comes down. And just having Saint Elenda in your deck means that you're a little bit more safer versus something like Show and Tell. So, along with something like Thoughtseizes, Griefs, and main deck Saint Elenda, as long as you can dodge some Born Upon the Wind, your chance of winning against Show and Tell goes up significantly. I'm also trying out a bunch of other new cards here, such as Baleful Strix. We're playing 2 copies of it. What's really sick about Baleful Strix is if you hit it off of Aatroxa, even though this is a creature, it counts towards artifacts, so you can even fetch a copy of a Grief and a Baleful Strix, and then you can Grief by pitching the Baleful Strix. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. What's up with that? Almost made a mistake, not having full control on. A one-lander. What should I take? I could even take a Dark Ritual here. Probably just Demonic Tutor here, right? Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted him to do. Just go down on a lot of cards. Oh boy. Another Ephemerate. That's funny. So I'll Ephemerate here. Another Bowmaster, okay. Wow, that's a lot of Dark Rituals. I'm doing this just to put cards into the yard. My god. Oh my god. What is going on? So, I mean, I can put another Grief onto the battlefield. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. What was that game? Yeah, what was that game? Okay, so Chthonian Nightmare. We want some Disruptor Flutes on the Chthonian Nightmare. We want some Unlicensed Hearse. I wonder if I want some like temporary lockdowns as well. Obviously, this is not a good combo here, but I feel like if you set up a Disruptor Flute, you're probably gonna win. So you don't like need to play Temporary Lockdown per se. Grief seems good against them. And I'll probably go down on like 2 Saint Elenda. I want to keep the 2-2 split in case of a surgical. And I'll just go down on a copy of Priest. Ooh, we need double white. Vexing Bauble. Yeah, we need double white. I could Grief into a Reanimate. I mean, of course, it's not gonna work 100% here. What to do? I think I have a plan, actually. I'm not gonna play a land, so I can put the Aatroxa into the graveyard. And we'll have a Source to Plowshare for one of their cards. Also, can they get rid of this somehow? Could they get rid of an Aatroxa? Okay. Reanimate. Ephemerate was a really good draw there. I think I want a Psychic Frog. And I want probably a Thoughtseize. And maybe a land. I need double black, double white. Maybe just discard the Grief. Probably Thoughtseize coming out next turn. Let's just get rid of a Watery Grave. We might just temporary lockdown here. Demonic Tutor. Marionette. Get rid of that. Another Vexing Bauble. Okay, well, this is a good sign. It does make our Aatroxa a little bit vulnerable, but I think it's going to be pretty hard to kill. I don't know. Okay. GG's, opponent. GG's. Honestly, I don't even know how that combo works, by the way. I just know that they just kill you with the Marionette. That's why I want to save the swords. Ooh, do I want to get rid of a Psychic Frog, though? I don't think so. But I think it's just too good of a hand not to keep. I really don't want to get rid of a Psychic Frog, but my opponent just mulliganed. Okay, never mind. Okay. I guess I'm not griefing. Thank you, opponent. Huh? What? Oscillate Pride? Do we need double black or double white? I thought I... Wow. What am I doing? I thought I grabbed white. Yeah, I thought I grabbed white. What am I doing? Oh, no. I for sure thought I grabbed white. I even had a Source of Plowshare prepared to cast that turn. What am I doing? This is super aggressive. What? Saint Elenda. Oh my god, I need double white. I needed double white. What am I doing? I'm so annoyed. Yeah, I am so annoyed what happened. What? Is this like a 1-mana tribal deck? I mean, it actually could be. Like, I wouldn't doubt it at this point. It actually might be a 1-mana tribal deck. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Okay, they're gone. You know, I've been really impressed with Saint Elenda. There's so many enchantments and artifacts in this format. Let's actually have some Lavinias as well. The Baleful Strix, some copies of Elenda, and Grief. Well, Grief goes out 100%. And we can probably cut yeah, let's just cut the Strix. So I can't play Priest with Islands, so I think this is a mulligan. Oof. I guess we have to keep this. So unlucky. I can't deal with the Animpakal. We might actually just lose to this Ragavan. If we don't get a creature or something. Well, there's that creature that we wanted. Wow. Okay, that's a good card. I can discard 4 and then go up to 6 toughness. Yeah, that works out. Okay, so block that. I do believe I have one more Surveil land, but this one so that we don't get gone by... Wait, what is this? Okay. Wow. This is so aggressive. What? That is so crazy aggressive. That's insane. Another Ragavan. Oh my god. How many Ragavans do you have? Oh my god. Oh, they can't cast it. They can only do it for one. Okay, nice. So I deal 6 damage here. Then I deal 9 damage next turn. Oh my god, what is this? Wow. That is kind of crazy. Okay, so opponent chose death. I am fine by that. I actually almost lost. Yeah. That's crazy. They just played a bunch of creatures and I almost lost. Laura stack. This one's okay. It's not particularly amazing, but it is an acceptable hand. Probably just played Polluted Delta and pass. Let me see here. I think I'm just surveilling, maybe? That's a good surveil. Actually, do I want that? So I can ditch it to the Diviner of Fate? Surely we'll get more creatures in the future. Oh my god. Okay, I cheated. I literally cheated. What was that? What did I even see? That was insane. Amp the Raptors? Sure. That was kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. That was so insane. Also got to see what my opponent is playing, so that's good. Okay. Do I want to kill anything? Probably Guide of Souls. Into a Thoughtseize. I think we just pass. Another Oscillate Pride. They might attack with the Oscillate Pride. No? Okay. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for an instant speed at this point, right? White, black, blue. I'm just gonna let this through. Another land. I really wanted... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if I get another Swords, because Swords and Ephemerate are the only instant speeds I have, so... This might give me Ephemerate, which is probably gonna be the safest thing I can get. Okay, we just got another swords anyways. Wow, they play swords. Yeah, so that's why I really wanted to get an Ephemerate there, but couldn't do it. Is there anything in the graveyard? Okay, well. So if I attack, they're just gonna chump block. And they're gonna attack with the Oscilla Pride. Into a Johnny.
It's not perfect, but we have peace.
That's really unfortunate. Because we have a Source to Plowshare. Which means I have to use it on a Johnny. Which means the Oscilla Pride is gonna proc here. And they're gonna get 2 tokens, or even more. A lot of lands on top. Okay, I think we won. Well, not technically yet. I could get back another Atroxa. That's probably better than Saint Elenda at this point, right? The Psychic Frog flies. Have another Reanimate. Okay. Looks like that is the end of the road for my opponent. Block, block, and block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which isn't enough to kill me. All right. GG's. We go to game 2. Okay, so Wrath of the Skies. Double temporary lockdown. I was actually very kind of surprised by the main deck Source to Plowshare. And I won some Unlicensed First for Chthonian Nightmare. Also won some Lavinias as well. So this is what we're bringing. We're gonna cut the Griefs and Baleful Strix. And probably some copies of Thoughtseize as well. So probably something like that. Do I want a Thoughtseize though? I think I want at least one Thoughtseize in case like we can ditch the Thoughtseize to a Diviner of Fate. So that can make give us another Reanimate. If that's the case, I probably want just like one copy of Grief or potentially like Disruptor Flute. Let's go with this. No white source. No Reanimate for the Grief, so that's a mulligan. We have a Solitude into a Reanimate. We've been getting a one-lander a lot. Maybe we should actually have like... Maybe we should go up on lands, perhaps? No white sources in sight. We're so far away from temporary lockdown that I don't think it's gonna work. Doing it now just in case. Like, I don't want to give them life on their turn if they have like another Oscillate Pride.
May our axes strike as one.
Yeah, this is really bad. This deck does play 16 copies of white, so hopefully we draw a land that is white color. Otherwise, we have a big problem. Even a Psychic Frog will do at this point. Nice. Perfect. Should I actually set up a Niceness first? That leaves me with the Source of Plowshare. Just in case if they have like a Chthonian Nightmare or something like that. Just in case. Goblin Bombardment. I guess I'll take one more damage. I wasn't sure if they're actually gonna be like playing like a Johnny here, because that would have been bad, right? I think my opponent actually made a mistake there. They could have actually killed the Diviner of Fate. Darn. So we need to draw a white land here. Oh, what am I doing? I could have actually... Oh, I made a mistake. I should have, brewed this. Making mistakes. Making gigantic mistakes. I could take extra damage so that Orcish Bowmaster does get exiled, but I think I just need to take less damage up front at the moment. They could sacrifice both of those creatures, but I'm not sure they're gonna do that. It would be nice if I can get... They got a Amped Raptor. So good. Nice pickup. So I need them to whiff and get something like a Source of Plowshare. Nope, they got a Johnny, so we lost the game because of that.
Teamwork triumphs.
What's wrong with you, deck? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? Okay. It's not bad. It's not particularly amazing either. Vexing Bauble. That's kind of annoying. I guess we just want lands at this point. Because we have Solitude. Okay, we'll just play it again. Okay, so we're Diviner Fates or Psychic Frog away from really just blowing up the game here. Also, isn't this symmetrical? They can't play Raptor because of this. Okay, so temporary lockdown waiting room. Yeah, temporary lockdown waiting room. Or Wrath of the Skies. Come on. I can do that next turn. Okay, let's crew this. Does Saint Elenda even do anything, to be fair? They have a Flying Ocelot Pride. It actually might be just Solitude. If I'm perfectly being honest. Okay. Man, this game would be so easy if we can just draw like either Wrath or something here. Feels bad. It would seriously be an instant win here. We'll get rid of a Static Prison, Goblin Bombardment, all of their creatures. Like, it would just be instantly game over. Come on, deck. I know you can do it. Temporary lockdown off the top. My god. Come on. Temporary lockdown. Please. One time? Wrath of the Skies or temporary lockdown? One time. Come on. Man. These cards are just sleeping in the deck. I don't understand. Pretty mediocre. We'll see. Well, we got a Psychic Frog into a ditch the Aatroxa into a Reanimate plan. That's kind of sweet. It seems like Raktos mid-range? Strangely enough. Is that even a thing? I didn't think it would be a thing, but here it is. Yeah, here it is. Flare of Malice. So, I mean, they can technically get rid of it, which is a bit of a shame, but not much you can do. It has to be a non-token creature, so surely it's just the One Ring, right? Surely. Yeah, I was going to reanimate the Aatroxa, but I think I'm going to lose too much damage if I do that. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna lose way too much damage. So I'm gonna go for Priest of the Felrights. Get back on Aatroxa. Darn. Double Flare of... Like, what? Double Flare of Malice. Okay. They got rid of a monkey. Block. I think they're just going to play their shoulder here, right? At least that's what I'm thinking that they would do. I don't want to show that we're gonna get back on Aatroxa here, you know? Ooh, that's pretty good. Now they can get rid of a Reanimate or Source of Plowshare. Interesting. They refuse to play... Oh, they don't have mana because they casted Inquisition. That's great. Oh my god. It actually doesn't work with the flare, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think this is just too much value, right? So instant speed, reanimate, creature. Really, do I want a Baleful Strix or Psychic Frog? Probably Psychic Frog. Or actually, Solitude actually does it too. Yeah. And we'll also grab a land. Okay. This is an instant speed, so I can't really prevent this from getting sacrificed here. I might just go Solitude into Ephemerate. Wow, not gonna do anything. Is this a scam? Am I getting scammed here? But I get to draw, I need some life, you know? So I'm gonna just Solitude again, and then attack. Gain back some life. So this play plays around an Orcish Bowmaster during combat. Orcish Bowmaster plus a Flare of Denial. I keep saying Flare of Denial. Flare of Malice. So now they have to fire off Flare of Malice, which means I'm guaranteed to get back some life with the Solitude. Okay. Reanimate. So I can do this. Oh, they have double Sheoldred. They have double Sheoldred. Ooh, Elenda. Does that do anything? Oh, I can technically reanimate. If I get back some life with the Aatroxa here. Oh god. That's insane. Alright. This matchup. We want some Flute versus the One Ring. I think that's about it. Maybe a copy of an Unlicensed Hearse. I don't want to get rid of any of these reanimate targets. It actually might be Solitude. Or maybe like one less copy of a Swords. I'm definitely going down on some of my removal spells for sure. So maybe like 2 Swords, 2 Solitude. Maybe cut a copy of a Baleful Strix. I think this one's a mulligan. Another one-lander. Another... Wow, just... I can't catch a break. Wow. Crazy. I cannot catch a break. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Look at their hand. That's crazy. That is probably one of the saddest hand I've ever seen. Okay, we're gonna draw a land here. Okay, we drew a land. Fantastic. Got a bit lucky there. Grief. I could play around opponent having a one ring here, but should I? You know what? I think I should be able to win with Saint Elenda. Okay, that was a dangerous Death Toucher. Okay, last turn. Great. Okay, that's a mulligan. That is also a mulligan. Feels bad. No way we're playing against this deck again. What in the world? Okay. Very nice. How do we just get queued up against this deck again? That's kind of crazy. I mean, this is a little bit of a different deck compared to last one. But like still. Pretty bad mill there. Ooh. Unfortunate. We were just a little bit, tiny bit off. It looks like they don't have anything, so worked out for me. We also have a grief. Yeah, again, we don't have any sideboard planes versus this Field of the Dead deck because it's not a popular deck by any means. So usually if I'm expecting a lot of these, there would be an Ashock in the sideboard, but it's just not a popular deck, you know? I think I'm just gonna keep this one. Better to keep a mediocre hand than to go down on cards. Seems like that's what they did as well. I could get something very juicy here. Like that. Bad foresight by me. Was pretty bad. Double get lost. Double get lost. I think I'm just going to get rid of a Fierce Empath. Baleful Strix. Another Thoughtseize. Okay, that's a pretty early Bajuka Bog, so I think that's a win for me. Ooh, they actually did it backwards. They should have used the Get Lost first. What do they have? Oh, this is not a... Okay. I thought this was like a clue token. Okay, apparently nothing. Yeah, both players just doing nothing here. I mean... Is that a win? I see. Thoughtseize? Psychic Frog. I mean, Thoughtseize is not gonna do anything. They just drew... I'll take a Baleful Strix. Okay, never mind. Opponent surrenders. Alright, so this is a Reanimator deck that we played today that was trying to take advantage of Saint Elenda. Because last time I played with the Saint Elenda in the Vampire deck, I was actually fairly impressed. And even today, like if the Saint Elenda did hit the board, it was just game over. Of course, this one, on the other hand, isn't going to be like as fast as the Vampire deck that we played last time because we don't operate with Dark Ritual. But the advantage of this deck is that we don't have to hard mulligan for combo pieces. We can just operate with a pretty mediocre hand and just kind of play the game as is. We don't have to mulligan for Dark Ritual, we don't have to mulligan for Necropotence, things like that. And against Show and Tell, we have Agent of Treacheries to bring in. When they Show and Tell, we have Disruptor Flutes on Show and Tell. We have Lavinia against Show and Tell as well. And versus an energy, we have 3 copies of Board Wipe. We have 2 copies of Temporary Lockdown and a copy of Wrath of the Skies. A lot of the times, if you just cast this card against them, it should be just an immediate game over. You definitely want to bring these against an energy deck. And yeah, today was a bit of a weird day. I misplayed a lot today for some reason. Like, in my head, I was thinking in my head, hey, let's not get lightning bolted. And then I just played Priest of the Fellrites, even though in my head, hey, I shouldn't play the Priest of Fellrites because I'm gonna take 3 damage, I only have 5 life total. And then I just play out the Priest of Fellrites, even knowing that opponent has a lightning bolt in their hand, and then I just died to it. Like, for some reason, like today, I played with like a short-term memory loss. I don't know. And even against like a Show and Tell, for example, like, hey, I have a Saint Elenda in my hand, so I'm gonna be pretty safe because I already know their hand. They don't have a Born Upon a Wind. So all I have to do is put a Saint Elenda down onto the battlefield, and then what do? I Psychic Frog, discard the Saint Elenda, and I'm just like, what am I doing? So there were a lot of games like that today. If you've seen me misplay a bunch, that's what happened. I don't know what was going on in my head. I was just like playing with a severe symptom of short-term memory loss for some reason. So even though we climbed to Diamond 1, man, it was a bit tough because I was misplaying a lot due to that issue. But I think what this deck might be missing is like maybe 1 or 2 more ways of discarding. I actually really like all the cards in the deck, but perhaps we might want maybe 2 more ways to fill up the graveyard, or maybe ways of discarding. So for example, card that comes to mind is maybe Tainted Indulgence. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.